The haunting terror of the French troops in the Battle of Dien Phu, the Vietnam War. The Battle of Dien Phu, from March 13, 1954 to May 7, 1954, was a significant turning point in the resistance against French colonialism and the end of the Indochina War. One of the decisive factors leading to the victory of the Viet Minh forces was the strategy of digging tunnels and trenches employed in this battle. This strategy was not only a part of the overall military plan, but also a crucial psychological element, creating a haunting terror for the French soldiers. The French troops prided themselves on having built an impregnable stronghold, a base with fortified bunkers and trenches. However, the very bunkers and trenches they meticulously constructed became a source of enduring psychological torment for the soldiers of that time. The French soldiers were in fortified bunkers, but they were extremely frightened and panicked when they heard the sound of digging beneath their positions. This fear proceeded as the sounds of digging continued. They couldn't venture outside as the entire area was within the firing range of the Viet Minh. They were confined to the narrow bunkers for over a month. Most reinforcements either didn't arrive or couldn't reach them. Even drinking water was scarce, so the lack of bathing for an extended period was quite common. Wounded soldiers lay in agony due to limited medical supplies, and the stench of death permeated the air. Fighting under such conditions was an extremely harrowing psychological ordeal for them. They could do nothing but stay silent and listen. Hearing that sound meant they knew they were about to be bombarded by approaching explosions. The Viet Minh dug tunnels to get closer to them. They were even more terrified when those sounds suddenly stopped. It was the silence, the haunted silence, that frightened them the most, because they knew the Viet Minh had finished digging. They were transporting hundreds of kilograms of explosives into the tunnels. At that moment, their deaths seemed imminent, as if they were counting down the seconds. The Viet Minh's strategy of digging tunnels and trenches was one of the most crucial tactics in the Battle of Dien Phu. Known as the trench strategy, this approach involved constructing an extensive system of underground tunnels and fortifications, allowing the Viet Minh forces to conduct military operations without being exposed or directly attacked by the French. Throughout the battle, which lasted over a month, the Viet Minh dug about 600 kilometers of tunnels and trenches. These tunnels included not only defensive fortifications, but also attack tunnels and living quarters for the soldiers. Some reports suggest that the total length of the tunnel system could reach up to 600 kilometers, with some sections extended hundreds of meters. The tunnels and trenches were intricately designed, with multiple levels and complex structures. Some tunnels were dug 3 to 6 meters underground and were about 1.5 to 2 meters wide, enough for soldiers to move comfortably. To ensure safety, effectiveness, and especially secrecy, these structures were dug throughout the night, and the excavated soil was carefully hidden. They also equipped the tunnels with ventilation systems, rooms for storing weapons and food, and living quarters for the soldiers. These tunnels were built with escape routes and surprise attack points, enabling the Viet Minh to switch from defense to offense swiftly. The tools used include picks, shovels, and other basic implements. The tunnels were entirely dug by the Viet Minh soldiers themselves. Digging tunnels and trenches was not an easy task, and the Viet Minh forces faced many difficulties during the execution of this strategy. The Viet Minh's tunnel and trench strategy in the Battle of Dien Phu was not only a sophisticated military tactic, but also a work of art in warfare. This strategy proved exceptionally effective in protecting their forces, enhancing their offensive capabilities, and exerting significant psychological pressure on the French troops. The fear and insecurity faced by the French became a crucial factor leading to their defeat and the outcome of this historic battle. The tunnel and trench strategy was a testament to the creativity and determination of the Viet Minh forces, and served as a valuable lesson in the importance of military tactics in warfare.
That concludes today's video. How do you feel about Vietnam's resistance against France? Leave your comments and like the video if you enjoyed it. See you in the next videos. Thank you.